Welcome to the course on basic genetics. I am Jagat Kumar Roy. I was in Department of Zoology, Banaras Hindu University. This is week 8 and the first lecture, that is on anomalies in chromosome number. We will be talking about aneuploidy today. DNA, as you all know, the basic genetic material, and this DNA makes the chromosomes, that is DNA in association with the histone proteins get coiled and supercoiled and finally make the chromosome. You can see the chromosome here, this is the chromosome, and these chromosomes are present inside the cell. You can see inside the cell, this is the nucleus, and within the nucleus chromosomes are present. This is a picture of chromosome. You can see this chromosome. These chromosomes are present inside the nucleus. You can see them. Inside the nucleus, they do not appear exactly like metaphase chromosomes. They are quite long, but this is a pictorial. These chromosomes are made up of DNA. So this is long molecule, double-stranded molecules of DNA, and that is coiled and supercoiled with histones to form these chromosomes. This DNA replicates. The DNA, as it is a double-stranded structure, one side is 5 prime, the other side is 3 prime. The other strand, this is 5 prime this side and 3 prime on this side. So these two strands are anti-parallel and they replicate. The direction of replication is always 5 prime to 3 prime, and in the other strand also this is 5 prime to 3 prime. Thus one strand replicates continuously, the other strand replicates in small pieces one after another. So this way the DNA is doubled and the one strand is old and the other strand is new, and that is what is called semi-conservative mode of replication. The DNA transcribes also to make the mRNA, to make other RNAs also. So you can see here that this is the place from where the transcription is going on, a new mRNA is formed, and this comes out in the cytoplasm, and finally this makes the polypeptide. So that means this is the genetic material which actually functions, and each transcription unit we will call it as a gene. So if you see the gene, this is from here to here, this is the coding region of the gene, and this part, which is the evap part of it, this is the regulatory part where the transcription factor binds the DNA, the transcription is initiated, and so on. If we consider human chromosome and if we consider the diploid number, this is 46. We all know the diploid chromosome number is 46. This is a karyotype. Karyotype means all the 46 chromosomes, they are organized according to the size in a pairwise manner. So you have the different groups according to the size and shape. This is group A, this is group B, this is group C, this is group D, group E, group F, and G. If in the plate, means when you see under the microscope, they look like this, and this is the G-banded picture of the human chromosomes karyotype. What do we understand by chromosome anomaly? Now we have seen the normal chromosomes. An abnormal number, that is numerical anomaly, and abnormal structure in these chromosomes, that you call it as structural anomaly. Today we will focus on numerical anomalies. Before going to anomalies, I will talk about euploid. What do we mean by euploid? That means complete set of chromosomes are present. Just a few minutes back, I showed you human karyotype where you had 46 chromosomes, 23, that means 23 pairs. So this is the euploid number where no chromosomes are missing, all are paired. Cells of a normal individual can have one complete set of chromosomes, that is haploid. In human, if we consider the haploid number, that is 23 number in human, and that comes from one gamete. If we have two sets of chromosome, that is the normal condition that we all have, this we call it as diploid, that is 46 chromosomes in human. Now we come to numerical anomaly. Numerical anomaly can be subdivided into two types. Aneuploidy, that means incomplete set of chromosomes. The total set is not complete. There can be one chromosome missing, two chromosome missing, three chromosome missing, or so on. The other is polyploidy, that is more than two sets of chromosome. I said two sets means a diploid. More than two sets, that is triploid condition, tetraploid condition, pentaploid condition, hexaploid condition, that you call it as polyploidy. Now, first we will talk about the aneuploidy, where the chromosome number, this is not the total set, individual chromosomes are either absent or extra. So this is an example, extra chromosome 21, that is, you write it like this, that is 47 chromosome in total in place of chromosome number 46, and this is because of trisomy 21, that is chromosome number 21 in 3 copies, and this is known as Down syndrome. The occurrence is 1 in 1000, and usually children born from mother above 30 years of age. If we consider features, typical round face, you can see here, this face is abnormal, this is looking quite round, and large protruding tongue. Always you will see the mouth is open and the tongue is protruded. Slanted eyes, epicanthal fold present. Epicanthal fold means a fold present in this part of the eye, in this part of the eye. So this is the skin fold of upper eyelid. This way the eye looks round. Then broad hands with single palmar crease. We have, this is our palm, and we have our crease not a straight one, there are a few lines. In this case, if you see this picture, you can see this picture, here you can see only single crease. So this is called single palmar crease or simian crease. Then you have clinodactyly of 5th digit, that is 5th finger curved towards 4th finger. This 5th finger, this is 5th finger, this is curved towards 4th finger. Wide gap between first and second toes. There is wide gap between first and second toes, you can see from here. And fissured tongue. You can see the tongue is fissured in adult. How do we diagnose these? Blood test and ultrasound at 10 to 14 weeks of pregnancy. Otherwise, amniocentesis or chorionic villus sampling. If you are doing amniocentesis or you are sampling the chorionic villus, and then if chromosomes are made, you can see and you can make the karyotype like this. What has been done here. This is the karyotype. And in this karyotype, you can see that here you have 3 chromosome 21. So chromosome 21 is in 3 copies, that is extra copy. The other example of extra X chromosome, one can write it as 47 because one extra chromosome, and then which chromosome is extra? Normally a male has XY. Here it is XXY. That means one additional X chromosome. there can be individual with 48 chromosome and 2 extra X chromosomes. This syndrome is known as Klinefelter syndrome. When we call it as syndrome, not a disease, that means there is some difference. In syndrome, there are different features. They all are together, and that makes the syndromes. So in Klinefelter syndrome, if karyotyping is done, one can see XXY here. So this is the anomalous condition, and this occurrence is in 1 in 500 to 1 in 1000 male newborn. Because this has Y chromosome, they are males. And the diagnostic test, how we know that this syndrome is there, this is by karyotyping usually, and this can be followed by hormonal test. And hormonal therapy can be given for leading a better life of this male. What are the features? Tall stature, tendency to lose chest hair, poor beard growth, female pattern of fat distribution, female type of pubic hair, this is female type, testicular atrophy, that is testicles are very little or very small in size, long arm and legs, osteoporosis, that means the bone is weak, and gynecomastia, that is presence of breast-like appearance or overgrowth at that region. So these are some of the features of this. Let us go to some other one. This is Turner syndrome. Here, what is there? In this syndrome, there is 1 chromosome less. It is 45 chromosomes, and this has single X. If you see the karyotype, you can see here all other chromosomes are paired, normal. X chromosome, 1 X chromosome is missing. You have only 1 single X chromosome. Because there is no Y chromosome, this is a female. And this female has certain features, that is hyperthyroidism. The thyroid function is hyper, wide chest, and the nipple is far apart on both sides of the chest, infertility, rudimentary ovary, numerous moles present, problems in lymph system, small jawbone, short and wide neck, cardiac problems, swollen hands and feet, and low set ears. So these are some of the features. Now all these three, one can say that as such the treatment is not possible. One can only do symptomatic relief, or one can educate the family, and one can make the behavior such that they can lead normal life. So these are the situations. Otherwise, because these are chromosomal anomalies, they cannot be cured. So in this, some of the discussion points: do we find trisomy or monosomy of all chromosomes? If yes, you can exercise, you can give example, and if not, discuss reasons. Why do we call Downs, Klinefelters or Turner syndrome and not diseases? I did explain this also, but one can do this exercise again. Can these syndromes be cured? Thank you.